Hi, I'm Sean. Today I'm looking at the astrology for the week starting on Monday the 11th. Astrologers are calling this the best week of the year. I wouldn't go that far, but there are some sweet aspects. I'm going to look at the main transits of the week, and then I'll look at each sign and your focus area. Please scroll down for your sun, moon and rising sign. Starting strong on the 11th, Saturn forms a sextile with Uranus. Now that might sound a bit technical, but here's what it means for you. It's the universe handing you the tools to build something lasting. Imagine your wildest ideas, the ones you usually stash away for someday. This is the week to give them structure. Whether you've been grinding at work, tinkering with tech, or working on yourself, expect a few aha moments. Those persistent efforts, they're finally paying off. Next up, on the 12th, we've got what I'd call the cosmic jackpot, Venus conjunct Jupiter. This is love, luck, and creative energy, all bundled into one day. It's prime time for deepening relationships, chasing creative dreams, or just enjoying the sweeter side of life. And as if that's not brilliant enough, Mercury goes direct in Leo. Thank God. Things start working again. Clarity returns, confidence surges, and suddenly you're ready to say what you mean, and mean what you say. Don't hold back. By the 14th, Mercury forms a sextile with Mars, firing up your motivation and strategic thinking. This is your green light for planning, pitching, negotiating, or kicking off that project you've been mulling over. If you need to have a tricky conversation or make a bold move, you'll find both the words and the courage. We close the week on the 15th with Venus Trine the North Node, a deeply spiritual aspect. This is about destiny aligning with your heart. Maybe you meet someone who feels familiar or finally sense what your next step should be. Trust those nudges. You're exactly where you need to be. Let's look at each sign and where you focus should be this week. Hi Aries. You have Venus, Jupiter and Mercury hitting your 5th house. So this week is all about having fun, creative projects and passion or joy. Enjoy playfulness, maybe some flirting. The Mercury-Mars sextile gives you a chance for really good communication, especially with siblings or close peers. And the Saturn-Uranus sextile hits your 1st house. This is all about personal growth and possibly reinvention. This week is a good time to set long-term goals for your personal development. At the end of the week, the dance between Venus and the North Node might mean you have some fated meetings or conversations, so keep a lookout. Wishing you a great week. Hi Taurus. This week you have a lot of energy in the home and family. This is a good week to enjoy home time with loved ones. Mars and the North Node in your 2nd house means you may need to take some action on your finances. If there are any financial issues, please deal with them now. This is important. Saturn and Uranus playing out in your career sector is interesting. On the one hand, you need to look at work structures, things like working hours or how you start the day. But Uranus has some surprises for you. Possibly some dramatic change at work might happen. So expect the unexpected at work and try to navigate this possible change with grace. Hi Gemini. You have a lot of positive energy in the 3rd house of communication, so your words are magnetic this week. Use this energy to inspire people or make the necessary connections. Also, Mars and the North Node is hitting your 1st house of identity. You may find you have a need to assert who you are in different contexts. This is fine, but try not to be too aggressive. Take bold steps forward this week. Lastly, Saturn and Uranus are encouraging you to network or go for collaborations. Share your good ideas in group settings. They'll be well received. Hi Cancer. This week is all about your finances as you have lots of energy in the 2nd house. I suggest focus on improving your income and maybe some financial planning. If you're going to make a purchase or investment, make sure it's a priority and not just unnecessary spending. Mars and the North Node are forcing something to the surface from your unconscious, so expect some wild dreams. Listen to their messages. Meanwhile, Uranus might just bring some unexpected money out of the blue. Let's hope. Hi Leo. This week you have a lot of energy in the 1st house of identity, so this week is all about you. I guess this means focus on your confidence and self-expression. Launch something new or make a bold statement. Enjoy being seen. Your charisma is magnetic right now. Mars and the North Node in Gemini activate your 11th house. This is asking you to go for long-term goals and group projects. This is just an idea, but why not connect with communities that align with your purpose? Your soul is reaching out for connection this week. Also, with energy in the 11th house, your dreams just could come true this week with a bit of luck. Hi Virgo, so this week is all about getting some much needed rest. I know you're busy, but please take it easy this week. Getting a good night's sleep will do wonders for your energy levels. Mars and the North Node in Gemini activate your 10th house, so take bold steps in your professional path. Speak up in leadership roles or public platforms. This week is a good time to shine in your career or public reputation. Hi Libra. Your focus this week is friendship and community. Focus on building meaningful connections and collaborations. Why not reconnect with friends or join groups aligned with your values? Also share your ideas and dreams. Your voice is welcomed this week. There could be some surprising expenses and increasing of debt this week. So, knowing this potential, tread a little more carefully this week, especially around that credit card use. But nothing too terrible to worry about. Hi Scorpio. With Venus, Jupiter and Mercury in Leo lighting up your 10th house, your focus this week is on professional visibility and leadership. Share your ideas and achievements with confidence. I suggest, make bold moves in your career. Recognition is likely. Mars and the North Node in Gemini activate your 8th house this week, so take action on financial partnerships, investments and shared resources like tax issues, debts, maintenance money, inheritances. Interest in the occult could also be relevant this week. Hi Sagittarius. Your focus this week is all about the 9th house. Focus on expanding your horizons, mentally, spiritually, or physically this week. Share your beliefs through writing, teaching, or public speaking. Plan travel or explore new philosophies that inspire growth. This week, you have an unusual connection between the 6th and 8th houses. Saturn and Uranus support building healthier routines and financial stability. This week is about innovating how you manage shared resources at a deep level. Hi Cap. This week is all about other people's money with the 8th house activated. Venus and Jupiter may bring unexpected financial blessings, a refund, bonus, or even news of an inheritance. If you're waiting on a payout or settlement, this week could bring movement or resolution. This is a great time to strategize around big money moves, investments, joint ventures, or shared assets. Venus-Jupiter favors generosity and abundance, so collaborative financial efforts may flourish. Lastly, use Mercury direct to clarify paperwork or financial agreements. Hi Aquarius. This week your focus should be on your relationships, boyfriend, girlfriend, or any other combo. Focus on building or deepening one-on-one relationships. Try to express your needs and desires clearly, romantic or professional. If you single, mingle, but Mars in the 5th house tells me to be careful of silly fights socially. Hi Pisces. With Venus, Jupiter and Mercury lighting up your 6th house, your daily routines and work life are ready for a soulful upgrade. Think joyful rituals like that early morning surf, creative wellness like a swim in a local lake, and maybe some intuitive productivity. Start your mornings with a short guided meditation or tarot pull to set the tone. Add beauty to your workspace, flowers, candles, or calming music. Why not create a weekly planner that includes time for rest, reflection, and creative expression? Try a new wellness practice like yin yoga, breathwork, or herbal teas to support your body and spirit. Just a few ideas for the week.